Now, are you able to mention the formula that you use, like the silver thiosulfate? It needs to be kind of mixed. Did you have that memorized?
Yeah.
Could you break that down for us?
Yeah, I could tell you right off the top of my head. I've
Awesome.
done it so many times. You have silver thiosulfate is created by sodium thiosulfate and silver nitrate. They're two chemicals that you can get off of Amazon if you order them. The silver nitrate you need less of. You put half a gram in 500 milliliters of water, and I always use distilled water, so very pure water, and something that doesn't have any unknown chemicals or weird stuff in it. So RO water would be good too. And the other one is the sodium thiosulfate, and that you need 2.5 grams in 500 milliliters. So you end up with 1 liter of what they call the stock solution. And when you mix them, what you're doing is, I'll break this down, go a little slower and back up. I measure out with a very precise scale half a gram of the silver nitrate. I put it in the 500 milliliters of water in one vessel and make sure it's thoroughly dissolved. And then I'll take the sodium thiosulfate and put that, 2.5 grams of that, precisely weighed out on a high quality scale, in 500 milliliters of distilled water in another vessel. And once they're both fully dissolved in the water that they've been put in, then I take the silver nitrate and that solution, silver nitrate solution, and the sodium thiosulfate solution, and pour them together while still spinning and mixing. You got to add it in a mixed up way. You mix them up together. Now you've got a full liter of the stock solution. That stock solution is diluted to 1/3 strength. So what I'll usually do is I'll take a spray bottle, I'll fill it up to about 10 ounces of stock solution, and then add another 20 ounces of pure water to dilute it to 1/3 of its original strength. Okay? So 2 parts water to 1 part stock solution. And you have now the spray that you will use on the plant. And the way that you use it is you spray the plant thoroughly, soak it top to bottom, every branch, every leaf, the entire plant. With that spray, on the very first day that it starts to see the 12-12 flowering light cycle. And you continue doing that every day for 7 or 8 days, like a week. And then put it in the room where it will be pollinating the female plants. And those plants start on the day that reversed plant is going in. So in other words, the pollen donor, which is what I call the plant that I sprayed, the pollen donor is a week more flowering, advanced into flowering than the females in the room. So 30 days from the first day that I started spraying, or the first 30 days into flowering for the pollen donor, would be only 21 days or 22 days roughly into the flowering of the females. So right around that time, between the 21st and the 25th day, the females start to get hit with the pollen that's coming from the pollen donor. And by that time, they've grown enough flowers that they're starting to now have their pistils turning brown from the pollen hitting them. And you see that seeds are starting to develop in the buds. And I usually leave the pollen donor in for about a week in the same room with the females and then take it out. By that time, they've all been thoroughly pollinated, and now you got a room full of females that are making seeds. And that's my procedure.
This clip is brought to you by VivoSun. Use discount code MrGrow15 to save on any of their gardening products. Go to the full episode by clicking the outro card here, or click the link in the description section below. Catch you in the next video.